one of the first things that I observed when I kind of joined the company is a product isn't built with a tech team. You know, if you ask a tech team to build a product, they will build you something, and they'll build you a bunch of features. But I think that, you know, a product is built around a user or a customer, a person, and around a problem. And I think you know the role that creatives add to business is so powerful, because ultimately they complement the technical and even the commercial to add the human, right? To add the personal. And I think that there is such an opportunity for any creative who wants to make a real impact on a big business, on a business by solving a problem, because many of the startups I've been exposed to, just through my time at Founders Factory, you know, they might have been strong technical, or they might have been strong commercial, but almost a consistent gap of kind of capability in that space was around the product and the human element. And I think that for any creative that wants to follow a career in which they, you know, aren't a small cog in a big machine, and not to undermine if you are a small cog in a big machine, because that might be the choices that you've made, but if you want to make a real impact in a startup, there's no team, there's no other creative team, there's no necessarily other, you know, people who can tell you what to do. There's no necessarily other people you could even lean on in your discipline to be able to kind of give you ideas. Like, the buck can stop with you. And so that's not for everyone, because, you know, you might find it intimidating, you might have the risk appetite, you might not want that pressure. But at the same time, the opportunity is in, you know, a blank page. The opportunity is in, I want to test this, let's test it. I want to do this, let's do it. And, you know, for any creative who is looking for opportunity, it all starts with the, you know, why you want what you want, and then what you want. My experience, Alfie, funnily enough, is that not everyone's up for it. I've spoken to a lot of people in the creative space, and, you know, I don't know if it's a South African thing, and maybe you can shed some light on it, and I'm happy to open up to like a conversation, but I've kind of identified like different buckets of people, and there's no judgment on them, but like a bucket of people is interested in stability, security, salary. A bucket of people likes diversity, but doesn't have risk appetite, and so they sit in the consulting agency space. And there's a bucket of people, which is a teeny tiny bucket of people, who are up for it, you know, who want to change the world and are looking for a partner with whom to change it. And I think that, I'm kind of digressing from your question a bit, but like when I see the difference in mindset within and I'm generalizing, so you can challenge me as well. If I see the difference in mindset across the creative spaces in let's say like North America or Northern Europe and South Africa today, I think that because South Africa hasn't seen and experienced exits, like real liquidity events in startups to the extent that North America and Europe has, you know, it's not clear to anyone where the upside is down the road, right? When you join an Uber, there's an idea that like at some point they'll IPO and you can get your slice and you can, you know, make it rich. But in South Africa, it's like there's not a track record of that. We're nascent, like across Africa, we're nascent. Even Flutterwave, who've just raised $250 million at a $3 billion valuation, like they haven't exited yet. No one's getting rich off that today. And so I think there's this the people who get on the bus today are going to benefit most, but it's like any adoption curve. And so if you're looking at the creative, pool, the early adapters are the ones who are up for it today. Everyone else is like waiting to see what happens.